shared a love that would rival the most classic romantic characters. There were strolls in the park, movie dates, and kisses stolen beneath the stars. But one night Nina disappeared, and so John set out to find his bride.
You know, you always tell yourself that you've seen it all, that there's nothing video games can do to surprise you anymore. And then one like this comes along, and that's when you find yourself saying, oh, this is kind of like a hidden object adventure game for Twilight fans. I mean, video games, ladies and gentlemen, no skull left unturned. Released to the App Store by the hidden object maestros at G5 Entertainment, this game's called Sinister City Vampire Adventure. And the interesting thing about it is that, I mean, it's really story-driven. There are a lot of cutscenes, and they're not a bunch of still pictures with text either. Sinister City is a little more than that. And by the way, spoiler alert, it's about vampires.
What about your tears and tissue story about the poor actor and high society gal who adopted you?
Forgive me. I lied because I was afraid you'd...
It doesn't matter, darling. To be honest, I didn't believe you then.
So if you've never played one of these things, it's really simple. You're trying to find the love of your life, who is evidently lost in a place called Sinister City. Sounds like a rough neighborhood. Nonetheless, you walk around these really cluttered environments, you find stuff, and then you progress. Rinse, wash, tap, bite necks, repeat. Now, there's not a lot of difference between these kind of games, since the gameplay is always so similar, but the distinguishing characteristics of Sinister City is, again, the animated cutscenes, and unfortunately, it's vagueness. There are a lot of moments here when you have no idea what to do next, and the game does very little to help. I mean, usually you're just waiting to see something sparkle, and then you go there. Now, these games are always a little esoteric, but Sinister City's even more so. An experienced fan might not have an issue, but for most, figuring out where to go and what to do is really random, and it's almost impossible to figure out sometimes. G5 Entertainment has a ton of these games on the App Store, and Sinister City's continuing that tradition. It's a solid hidden object game, notable for lots of reasons, except gameplay. In that regard, it's business as usual. Look at this freaking guy!
That was good for a laugh. Now, get out before I drain your blood.